Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Finally, Kody buys new house in Aurora's name, avoiding Robyn. Kody's gift of love to Aurora. In a shocking twist that no one, not even longtime Sister Wives fans, saw coming, Kody Brown has made one of his boldest moves to date, purchasing a brand new house. Not in Robyn's name, not in his own, but in the name of Aurora Brown, his adopted daughter. That's right, Aurora, who has mostly stayed out of the show's central drama over the years, has now become the surprising centerpiece of a massive shift in the Brown family dynamic. The revelation hit like a thunderclap. Kody Brown, the man who once swore polygamy was about equality and unity, has now taken a route no one expected by sidestepping his legal wife Robyn and transferring wealth and property directly into Aurora's hands. And according to insiders close to the family, this isn't just a strategic move, this is an emotional one. Kody, now a father in emotional and financial freefall, is clinging to the one daughter who has never truly left his side, using a home as a final act of love, loyalty, and possibly legacy building. But what does this mean for Robyn, who has always stood at the center of his universe? What does it mean for the rest of the Brown children, some of whom have voiced frustration, hurt, or outright estrangement? Let's dive into this 4,000-word breakdown of a family-shaking move that might be the ultimate gesture of favoritism masked as protection, the last gasp of a crumbling patriarch, or the beginning of a brand new Brown era altogether. The house itself is reported to be located in Flagstaff's upscale northeast quadrant, just minutes from Northern Arizona University, where Aurora briefly attended classes before switching to online options due to anxiety issues, which the show has covered sparingly. The home is modern and expansive, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a basement lounge area, and panoramic views of the Ponderosa pine forest. Local real estate records confirm that the property title was transferred not to Kody, not to Robyn, but exclusively to Aurora Alice Brown, listed as sole owner and occupant. It's a first for the Brown family. Never has a home been purchased directly in one of the children's names, let alone without co-signers or parental involvement publicly documented. The timing of this purchase only adds fuel to the already roaring fire of Brown family drama. In recent months, rumors have swirled that Kody has been facing mounting debt and personal stress, while Robyn has grown increasingly withdrawn and overwhelmed by the fallout of Kody's broken marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Now, fans and critics alike are wondering, why Aurora and why now? From a legal standpoint, the move is significant. By putting the property in Aurora's name, Kody has bypassed the possibility of the house becoming entangled in any future marital property battles with Robyn. Though they are legally married, sources claim Kody has become increasingly cautious about further consolidating assets with Robyn amid mounting tension and whispers of IRS inquiries, lingering credit issues from past home purchases, and even internal family feuds about Coyote Pass. In fact, some believe that this purchase represents an exit strategy of sorts, either from his marriage to Robyn or from his role as a traditional head of household altogether. By giving Aurora a home of her own, he might be ensuring that his favorite daughter, the one he calls his little twin, is financially secure no matter what legal or familial chaos unfolds in the coming months. But beyond the legal gymnastics, there is clearly an emotional layer to this decision that can't be ignored. Kody has long spoken on the show about his protective instincts over Aurora, particularly during the early days of her adoption. He once told viewers that Aurora reminded him of himself in his teenage years, bookish, overwhelmed, prone to bursts of emotional energy. "I see myself in her," he said during a confessional, "and I want to make sure she's always taken care of." That confession hits differently now. With all but one of his other marriages in ruins and his relationships with several of his biological children fractured or non-existent, Kody's emotional tether to Aurora may now be the only bond he feels safe nurturing. Buying a house for her is more than a financial transaction. It's a symbol of his enduring devotion to the one child who never rebelled, never moved away, and never stopped defending him. Still, the question on everyone's minds is, what does Robyn think? While Robyn has always played the role of the peacemaker, or at least attempted to, her marriage to Kody has come under increasing scrutiny, especially from viewers who feel she played a central role in isolating Kody from his other wives and children. Now, with Kody making high-stakes financial decisions without her involvement, cracks in the once invincible bond between them are beginning to show. Insiders claim that Robyn was blindsided by the house purchase and that she found out only after the paperwork was finalized. She thought if anyone was going to get a house, it would be for all of them, one source close to the Brown family stated. She didn't expect to be completely left out of the decision-making process. This shook her. And while Robyn has historically protected her children fiercely, some fans speculate that even she might find it difficult to swallow Kody's seemingly impulsive financial prioritization of just one child. Meanwhile, fans have had a wide range of reactions. Many are praising Kody for finally doing something meaningful for one of the kids, especially one who's battled mental health challenges in the public eye. Others, however, are accusing him of blatant favoritism, especially in light of recent comments from Gwendolyn, Paydon, and even Janelle, who have all expressed frustrations about unequal treatment among the Brown children. Ask ChatGPT. Where was this energy when Gabriel or Garrison were struggling? One Reddit user asked. He wouldn't even text them happy birthday. But now Aurora gets a house. Others pointed out that many of the older Brown children have worked multiple jobs, paid rent, and even taken on caregiving roles for their siblings, while Aurora's trajectory has been comparatively protected and supported. The optics aren't great, and Kody doesn't seem to care. What's perhaps even more intriguing is how this move could affect Kody's already tense relationship with Coyote Pass. Long marketed as the Brown family's promised land, Coyote Pass has now become more of a battleground than a sanctuary. With Janelle no longer on the property and Christine living in Utah, the once shared dream has crumbled into fragmented parcels and bitter memories. By purchasing a home elsewhere, and doing so without involving Coyote Pass at all, Kody may be signaling that his interest in that land is fading. Or worse, that he sees no future in Flagstaff with the rest of the family. Instead, he's pivoting toward creating individual silos of comfort for select children, possibly starting with Aurora. Will Dayton or Brianna be next? Will he start bypassing Robyn entirely when it comes to financial decisions for the kids? Only time will tell, but the message is loud and clear. Kody is rewriting the rules of the Brown family playbook. And if anyone thinks this home was just a casual gift, think again. According to property insiders, the house wasn't cheap. Estimated at just under $1 million, the mortgage and taxes alone are enough to raise eyebrows given Kody and Robyn's previously disclosed financial woes. From maxed-out credit cards to overdue property taxes and lawsuits over unpaid bills, the Brown family has rarely appeared flush with cash. So how exactly Kody managed to purchase this home remains a mystery. Some suspect he took out a private loan or cashed out some of his TLC earnings. Others think he might have secretly sold a stake in Coyote Pass or even liquidated an old retirement account. Whatever the method, one thing is clear, this wasn't a light-hearted gesture. This was a heavy, expensive commitment made with purpose. The symbolism of the deed, Aurora's name, and hers alone, is the cherry on top. It's as though Kody wanted to send a signal to the world, to Robyn, to his estranged kids, and perhaps even to himself. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's love, maybe it's a desperate attempt to make things right with at least one member of the next generation before it's too late. Or maybe Kody sees in Aurora not just a daughter, but a kindred spirit, someone who still believes in him, still sees him as more than a failed patriarch. For better or worse, she has become the vessel through which he's trying to build a new legacy, and whether she asked for it or not, Aurora is now a central figure in Kody's final chapter. As the dust settles and the Brown family scrambles to process yet another seismic shift, the spotlight now turns to Aurora herself. Will she embrace this home as a new beginning, or will it become a burden? A symbol of fractured family loyalties? Will Robyn push back, or will she quietly accept her sidelining for the sake of keeping peace? And will Kody continue to invest in his children individually now that the plural marriage structure has dissolved? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain, This house, and the act of placing it solely in Aurora's name, will be remembered as a defining moment in the unraveling saga of the sister wives. Kody Brown didn't just buy a home. He made a declaration. Whether it was a declaration of love, guilt, or desperation is up for interpretation. But for now, Aurora holds the keys. But with the keys in Aurora's hands, she now holds more than just access to a house. She holds symbolic control over Kody's legacy. This home is more than wood, concrete, and fancy finishes. It's a line in the sand, drawn by a father who once prided himself on fairness, but who now seems to be choosing sides in a very public way. And while Aurora has long been the quiet one, often anxious, often camera-shy, this gift places her at the center of the spotlight whether she wants it or not. How she navigates this new attention will undoubtedly shape the next chapter of the sister wives narrative. Will Aurora step up as Kody's chosen successor in the family empire, even as that empire crumbles? Or will she retreat further into privacy, burdened by a house that says more about Kody's desperation than her own desires? Sources close to the family have suggested that this house may have been part of a larger emotional plea from Kody, one last chance to prove to someone that he's still capable of giving, providing, and protecting. He feels like he's lost everything, said one insider. Christine left, Janelle is done. Mary is emotionally checked out, and Robyn isn't what she used to be in his eyes. But Aurora? She's been consistent. She's been there. The insider continued, this isn't just a house. It's Kody trying to anchor himself to something, to someone, that hasn't rejected him yet. And that revelation, while heartbreaking in its own right, also raises a troubling question. Is this gift truly for Aurora, or is it for Kody's own emotional survival? Meanwhile, Robyn's response behind the scenes has reportedly gone through several phases: shock, confusion, and what insiders are now calling a slow-burn resentment. Publicly, Robyn has said nothing, maintaining her usual tight-lipped persona. But whispers from family friends say she's been struggling with the implications of the move. One source claimed she told a friend, "It's like he bought a house to feel better about himself, not for Aurora. And he did it behind my back." If true, that kind of comment hints at a deeper rift forming between Robyn and Kody, one that could challenge the very foundations of the only surviving marriage from Kody's plural family experiment. While Robyn has often defended Kody's actions, even when they came at the expense of her sister wives, it appears this time might be different. This time, the exclusion hits too close to home. Even more ironic is how this entire scenario mirrors so many patterns that fans have pointed out in Kody's behavior over the years. He plays favorites. He isolates. He lavishes attention and gifts when he wants to keep someone close, only to pull back emotionally when that person becomes too independent or no longer fits his narrative. The house for Aurora is beautiful, yes, but it's also a glaring symbol of imbalance, inequality, and perhaps even emotional manipulation. Kody giving a home to one daughter, when so many of his other children have voiced feelings of abandonment, only reinforces the idea that he is no longer functioning as a patriarch for the whole family. Instead, he's becoming the benefactor of a chosen few, starting with the one child who is always aligned with Robyn's loyalty and Kody's emotional fragility. Let's also talk logistics. Aurora, at just 22, now owns a nearly $1 million home. What kind of pressures will that create for her? What happens when Brianna and Dayton see the deed and realize their names aren't on it? Will this cause new fractures between the siblings, especially considering that the Brown children from Kody's other marriages are already strained in their relationship with Robyn's kids? One can only imagine the awkwardness at family events now, if they even happen at all. Paydon, Gwendolyn, and others have been outspoken about their father's favoritism. This latest act may confirm every suspicion they've ever had. And it's not just the children. Janelle and Christine are reportedly stunned. Janelle, who once lived in an RV on Coyote Pass in hopes of building a future, left that land with nothing. "I walked away with zero," she confessed in a past Sister Wives episode. And now she's watching Kody drop a small fortune into a new home for someone else. Christine, who has worked tirelessly to rebuild her life in Utah with David Woolley, likely sees this as yet another reminder of why she left in the first place. Kody never made those kinds of sacrifices for her or her children. And now, with the purchase of this home, he's confirming, intentionally or not, that only certain members of the family were ever part of his forever plan. Fans are also starting to wonder whether this house signals the beginning of a new financial strategy, or the end of one. For years, the Browns have floated on TLC checks, real estate reshuffling, and strategic loans. But Kody has reportedly been in dire financial straits ever since the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the show's production and the family's filming schedule. Lawsuits, tax liens, and rising debts have been quietly mounting. So how did he suddenly come up with the funds for a luxury home in a rising market? One theory gaining traction is that Kody may be trying to divert assets before future litigation or bankruptcy proceedings come knocking. By putting the house in Aurora's name, he may be shielding it from future seizure or claims, a move that's legal in some cases, but ethically murky if motivated by evasion. But regardless of motive, the emotional fallout is now unavoidable. The Brown family has always prided itself on being unique, a vision of polygamy that, while messy, was based on shared values, unity, and an idealistic sense of cooperation. That ideal is now officially dead. What remains is a fractured network of individuals who once shared a dream and now share mostly silence, resentment, and the occasional court document. Kody's new gift to Aurora is the ultimate contradiction, a warm act wrapped in cold consequences. A beautiful home built on the ruins of trust, inclusion, and family equality. Still, some are hoping this gift might at least benefit Aurora in ways that extend beyond the family drama. A home can be a place of healing, especially for someone who has battled anxiety and identity struggles under the harsh glare of reality TV fame. If this house provides her with peace, stability, and a chance to forge her own identity outside of her parents' turbulent history, then maybe some good can come of it. Maybe Aurora can turn it into a sanctuary, a safe space that allows her to write a new Brown story, one without chaos, favoritism, or dysfunction. And maybe, just maybe, she'll find a way to use that house not just as a place to live, but as a place to grow. But that's a big maybe. Because in the world of sister wives, nothing stays calm for long. Kody Brown has lit another match, and this time, the flames may be too big for even Robyn to smother. What happens next, whether it's Robyn speaking out, Aurora backing away from the spotlight, or other Brown children demanding their share, is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain. This house will go down in Brown family history, not just as a home, but as a final statement from a man who once claimed to lead a united family and now appears to be writing his legacy in fragments.